in building homes and giving them um, a shot in the arm. Can you take me through exactly what it does for racialized developers?
Yeah, so what this program actually does is it invites mid-career professionals. You can come from any industry. You don't have to have any experience in the real estate industry. You just need to have some professional experience and an interest in becoming a real estate entrepreneur. In 2022, we did some research that said for many racialized folks who would love to get into the industry, the three things they need access to are the knowledge. It has long been sort of this black box. How does real estate development actually happen? So, how do you get access to the knowledge? How do you get access to the social networks? So, the people that help you build things. And how do you get access to the money, to the financial capital? Many of the racialized folks we talked to through our initial research that started this program said that they would have to go they'd get laughed out of banks. They'd go to secondary or tertiary lenders. So, not the banks, but other lenders that have really high interest rates that make their projects really risky. And so, our program really focuses on increasing their access to those different kinds of what we call capital. So, knowledge, financial capital, and of course, the social networks.
I want to go to your second point there, the who you know argument. How do
Yeah.
you connect people in this program with bigwigs?
Yeah, well, a lot of those bigwigs come and teach. So the program is a mix of technical learning, of mentorship, and then hands-on learning. So, fancy language for site visits and going to places. And so some of those, more established players in the industry have recognized that there is a need to diversify. Also, competition's not such a bad thing to have more folks, especially with so many cities around the country starting to change their policy and allow for multiplex development. It's a really opportune time, and there needs to be some new entrepreneurs in that market. And so a lot of the established players are very happy to help out. So they come and they're part of our technical learning sessions. A bunch of them came and were speakers at our great event last week. And then many of them will participate as mentors and be paired one-to-one with our cohort members. So you really get this unprecedented access to some of the people who have built Toronto, who are now really interested in supporting this next cohort of people who are going to shape the future of our city.
So you're dealing with the next cohort. Let me ask you with the last one, the original one, the graduates.
Yeah,
What have
sure.
they done?
Well, our last cohort was 30 people in 25 projects. So some people worked in teams. We've had some really great successes. So one of the beautiful things that comes out of programs like these is you can't expect all the outcomes. So while we've had many cohort members advance their multiplex projects across the region, so more broadly across the GTHA, we've had other cohort members, like two of them, who said, "Wait, this access to capital thing is real. We're going to start a fund specifically for Black, Indigenous, and racialized folks to access money for their projects." We had a cohort member who was really struggling to get her multiplex project in her Oakville neighborhood, so West Side
Hmm.
neighborhood, moving because of conflict with neighbors not understanding what a multiplex could do for the community and what multi-unit housing could actually do to increase sort of the vibrancy of their neighborhood. And through the access to knowledge and networks in our program, she managed to get her project through after years of trying and almost giving up. We had other cohort members who said there's a gap in, having racialized folks run these rental properties and do a property management. They started a property management company to really create sort of more responsive and culturally considerate property management. So outside of building great housing, our cohort is actually also spreading out and impacting the industry in a lot of different ways.
Sounds amazing. Absolutely terrific. Zara, thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thanks for having me, David.
That's Zahra Ebrahim, who is co founder of Monumental. It is the company behind Future Builds. We're at 6:53 a.m. right now. Toronto's Ace has a new album coming out in June. He just